One man, one mission, to rid the world of chronic anxiety once and for all. The Anxiety Guy, Dennis Simsek, shares his personal transformation from living a life filled with overwhelming worry to becoming a full-fledged positivity machine, a leading authority in generalized anxiety. Dennis gets to the truth of your mental health challenges and sets you on a path to transforming each and every area of your life. Here he is, the one and only, the Anxiety Guy.
Warrior, I welcome you to episode number 153 of the Anxiety Guy podcast. I'm your host today, Dennis Simsek, and man, am I grateful for you, the listener, to be here with me, no matter where you are, in your car, driving to work, you're at home, it doesn't matter. We are moving forward together. My friends, today is all about the very much unknown stages to the development of your generalized anxiety. So many people today don't recognize these unconscious patterns or habits that tend to manifest a certain feeling and emotion and manifest the interpretations that people go through day after day after day. And to set this up perfectly, I want you to think about this for a second. What happens when you make a grocery list on paper and you go to the grocery store and one of those things that you need are sold out? It was an essential thing. How do you feel? What sort of thoughts go through your mind? Now, how do you feel when two things are sold out or three? That's where we're going today. Each and every person on this planet has a certain checklist, an internal checklist and an external checklist. You wake up each and every morning accessing your checklist. If I feel good in the morning, it's going to be a good day. If I don't have any sensations in the morning, it's going to be a good day. If my headache is not there, it's going to be a good day. If my husband hugs me in the morning, it's going to be a good day. External. Now let's get into the first stage, which I've just kind of touched on, of this 6-stage process to general anxiety. The first stage of the development of generalized anxiety is expectation. Expectation. Now, warrior, over the years, we've created checklists for everything we do based around the interpretations of external sensory data. These checklists that we have many times get accessed unconsciously, but once in a while, we also consciously know when a checklist has or hasn't been met. For example, you wake up in the morning and you check to see how you feel, whether you slept long and deep enough. The feeling is feedback that says the checklist has or hasn't been met. If it's been met, you move forward to the next thing you have to do within your checklist, such as getting the kids ready for school. Your checklist in terms of getting the kids ready for school is they should be up, they should be dressed, they should be downstairs ready for breakfast, but instead, the kids are sleeping still. The alarm is on snooze, and there's only 20 minutes left before they have to leave for school. Boom. Thank you very much. 7 willpower points taken away from the day ahead. Your checklist determines your emotional states. So the first stage in the development of your generalized anxiety is when you access your checklist consciously and unconsciously. Again, kids aren't ready, checklist isn't met. Feeling arises. Action or inaction is taken. The second stage is the checklist gets unmatched. Doubt and emotions arise. When a checklist doesn't get the ticks you would like it to get, you start doubting your own capabilities and your vision falls apart. For example, When accessing your internal, meaning inner feelings, sensations, and emotions, or external checklist, meaning people, places, situations, here's how confidence gets lowered and doubt arises. You have a meeting at work that calls for you to do a presentation. Your checklist is compiled. People must be attentive. Again, external. The lights must not be too bright. Again, external. I must not sweat too much. Internal. My face must not blush. Internal. You can see where I'm going with this. As soon as you consciously recognize that one person in the meeting starts yawning, doubt arises. Your face feels flushed and more doubt begins to get spurred on within you. The fight or flight system is triggered. Adrenaline starts flowing through your body and you go into hoping mode. Hoping that it ends soon so that you can leave. A pairing is then created between your abilities to live up to the demands of work and you start doubting your capabilities as a human being. And the labels of an anxiety sufferer get more deeply embedded within you. Are you understanding this? Is this relating to what you're currently going through? Ask yourself that. Does this make sense? The third stage is action and inaction arise. After a checklist gets fulfilled or unfulfilled, internal or external, action or inaction follows. You cut your days off work. You stay in your comfort zone at home. You shy away from your relationships. People start wondering about you, and now your social life is kerfuffled, along with your true identity. The action and non-action part of your life, due to an unfulfilled checklist, accumulates, and it begins connecting to other areas of your life. For example, you question your skill level at work, which may lead to labeling your career as the wrong choice. You question your health, eventually plugging yourself in to every physical ailment on the planet. You become more and more invested in fear, doubt, and regret that you push love, fulfillment, and compassion for yourself and others farther into the distance. All because your checklist didn't get met once. Now, the fourth stage in the development of your generalized anxiety is a result is achieved. The results in your life are a direct result of what your internal and external checklists are and whether they get met or not on that day. Warriors, a result is not based on whether you take action or not. It's based on the kind of action you take. Little inner strength, courage, and proper skill sets to deal with challenges leads to little action. Since everything is energy, we are unconsciously always in communication with everything. We pick up everything, and everything picks up on us. Our energy fields, based on the way we feel, what we think, what core beliefs we have, are emanating within us and into the outside world. Again, your actions are a direct result of the type of checklist you have for yourself and whether it gets met or not on that day. Fifth stage in the development of your generalized anxiety. Now, depending on the results of your actions, you move towards a new belief about the situation and yourself, or your old beliefs get strengthened. Either I'm a capable person or I'm not. Either I cement my health anxiety label or I begin poking holes into it because I showed myself I can ride the wave of sensations without it interfering in what I need to do. Remember, interpretations are always being made. We're not conscious of most of them because the brain likes it this way. It's efficient and less energy is getting used up. The sixth stage of the development of your GAD: perceptions and interpretations. I am so-and-so. I am capable of so-and-so. I'm not good at so-and-so. These perceptions, warriors, are a result of past memories. Memories that met or didn't meet your checklist. Interpretations begin arising very, very quickly without the conscious mind becoming aware. And our safety intuition lets us know what we're capable of and what we're not, depending on the situation. Now, I've gone through these very crucial stages of the development of your overconcern, worry, GAD, relentlessness to maintain safety. And a lot of people now are asking, well, Dennis, what do we do about it? What do we do about this checklist situation? Well, here's what I need you to do starting today, and it's threefold. One is you need to reorganize your internal and external checklists. You need to go back into the drawing board and take a real good look at which emotions are consistently showing up in your life and why. Because the why is directly related to something you anticipated, an outcome that you wanted to happen that did not happen. So you need to reorganize your internal and external checklist. You may even have the same checklist as mom or dad. In fact, it's highly so. It's highly likely that this is in fact a transference of checklist from mom and dad to you. The second thing you need to do is recognize when the old checklist shows up and replace the perception. If my face gets flushed, I look cute, or I look more tanned. People are so caught up in their own world, my friends, that they couldn't care less about your blushed face. The third thing you need to do is see emotions as safety signals sent from the subconscious storage system, and understand that you neither have to act on a thought or a feeling. It's just a warning based on your past experiences. That's it. It's a best guess. It's an interpretation. You don't have to listen or act on any thought. You don't have to respect a certain feeling. Those are just signs and signals based on past experience. Now, I want you to really dive deep into these 3 steps, all right? Please reorganize your internal and external checklist. Recognize when the old checklist shows up and replace the perception, and see your emotions as safety signals that are sent from your subconscious. If you do this, you are taking a massive step forward. I promise you. I love each and every one of you. You are more than anxiety. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it.
Thanks for being an important part of the Anxiety Guy podcast community. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a positive rate and review. If you're searching for further support on your road to recovery from anxiety, head over to anxietyexit.com and take part in the powerful End the Anxiety program based around the CBT model. If you're searching for a more one-on-one approach, you can sign up now for personal coaching sessions with Dennis via Skype. Remember, you are more than anxiety. See you in the next episode.